Aloha! Hello everyone! It's your boy! Are we all doing good? Glad you caught the stream early, Twinkler. Oh, that profile picture is from a movie that I have yet to watch, but I am wanting to watch. I have been wanting to watch for a while. Give me a second. Let me just turn on the lights over here. Hope you guys enjoyed the new video that dropped, because so far I am enjoying the release of that. For fuck's sake. Yo, you guys know how like was peak? Okay, good. You guys know how like in the first 5 minutes of that video, I basically just start yapping and ranting about how unfair YouTube is and how I complain about it. I was like, YouTube sucks. I hate them for doing what they did to my last video. But now I'm happy because that video is now the best performing video I've ever had. So I feel like YouTube probably heard the first 5 minutes and was like, all right, fine. Well, don't worry. Okay, we know we messed up. We'll give you some compensation. Okay, here, have your big break. So I'm like, okay, shit, all right. Apology accepted. Apology accepted. You're good. You're good, YouTube. I'm happy. Thank you. You're still salty. Hey, listen, the Goonhwa video, the Goonhwa video that's taken down. The one that I ranted about is gonna come back pretty soon. By pretty soon I mean like a week or a day before I leave, because I don't want to leave you guys hanging on that. On top of that, salty as the sea. On top of that, the scheduling does kind of mess up a little bit. YouTube kind of messed up the scheduling because this live stream would have fit so much better had it been out, had I did this right after I talked about that Goonhwa video, right? Because if you guys got to watch it, the original Taken Down, when is that going back up? So like in a week or so. In a week or 8 days. Let me just find. Yeah, so I would have loved to make that to do this stream right after that video got uploaded, because if you guys remember, or those who got to watch it before it got taken down, you would have noticed that at the end I mentioned a bit about what I mentioned my Goonhwa podium. So basically I did a little teaser on my top 5 manhwas of all time, and my top 7 actually. I included ones outside of the podium. I told my mom that was on my. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, you were. Yeah, I forgot about that. And you know, I covered a lot of it because I don't want to spoil my top 10. Because I feel like I'm going to make a video on it in the far future. Maybe not too far, but in the future I will. So, with that being said, let us jump straight into the adult manhwa tier list. Let me just, actually before I show it, let me just see if there are anything that I can show or not. Or that I can't show. No, I think this is all good. Okay. Yeah. think it's all good. Okay. We're going to be this. So you guys can use this for to give your opinions. You guys can yap with me, or you guys can give me a comment that I will yap about. You guys can use this as a recommendation, right? You guys can use this to know what to read next, depending on what you are looking for, huh? So that's what we are going to be doing. First off, though, let us just change this. I do not like the SAB. ABCD. Oh, also, this tier list isn't finished. The guy who is making it for me hasn't finished the entire thing. Apparently, he still has to include a lot more that they want to talk about, that they want to show. Yeah, so you guys are asking like, where is the world tree? It's not there yet. At least I think he'll probably put it in. He's keeping it a secret for me. But so far, this is what he's made, and I'm going to talk about it right now because once I leave, I won't be able to have any time to stream, or rather, I won't be able to stream. Starting from, what's the date right now? What's the date right now? It's 10th. I'm going to start leaving at the 18th. So by the 18th, I'm going to leave. Fuck's sake, why wasn't it recording? God damn it, it wasn't recording. Okay, whatever. All right. World tree is there? Okay. Let us see. Okay, right. Before we start, we are going to say goated. We're going to say elite. Should we set elite? Yeah, okay. We'll do elite, then we'll do great, then we'll do good, then mid, then we'll do a row below, add a row below, change the color to like this one. What the fuck? That's not what I wanted. This one. Change the color to this. Mid, bad. Add a row below, and then make this one, yeah. Awful. No. What's better? What's worse than bad? Kiwi, you looking mighty fine today. Oh, thank you. I'm getting ready to watch the El Clasico and watch my team get murdered on live TV. So yeah, garbage. Yeah, garbage. But garbage. Okay. You know what? Yeah. We'll do garbage. Yeah. We'll say garbage. Awful is worse than bad. Trash. Yeah. Okay. And then a row below, just to say, let's make a line. This one, haven't read. All right. Are you supporting the Gooners, the Gunners, or the Gooners? I don't know why they changed it. It used to be Gunners, which sounded nice, but now they changed it to Gooners at a time where, okay, whatever. No, I am not. FYI. Actually, I kind of am, but it would be funny if they still bottle it. Okay. Vinny might cook. If Mbappe doesn't play, maybe. Put ungoonable. Actually, that's a good one. That's a good one. Instead of garbage, because I don't want to use the word garbage because you can say there are good there are like enjoyable garbage. Delicious garbage. I always say that. So I feel like if I use garbage, it would be disingenuous to my character, right? So you know what? We'll change it to ungoonable. That's a pretty good one. Who said that? Rihan, that shout out to you. All right, let's start with let's try to finish what we've got here. First off, dating after work, I haven't read. I think it looks like something that I have to invest my time into. It looks like there's a story in there, but I haven't read. Unlike Secret Class, which I have read, and unlike Dating After Work, doesn't really have a fucking story. It has a story, you can argue, but it's bad. It's terrible story. and nobody reads it for the fucking story. Like, it's pretty apparent that people read it for its intended purposes. Let's say that. I am reading your comments, Vildamon. Relax. That's true. We do get 30. Holy shit, we have 37 concurrent viewers. All right, you know what? I need to start making these tier list streams way more. So yeah, we'll put Secret Class. I kind of have a personal bias towards it. I feel like now, I mean, I dropped it years ago because I felt like the main character is just too cringy for me. I am personally a bigger fan of their other work, which is Penny Note, which has already ended in 200 episodes, while this is still going with 300 or so. And I really don't see the need for it to be up for that long. So we are going to put, but I don't hate it. Really, I really don't think it's terrible. But for now, we'll what do you think? What do you think? What do you guys think? Very good. I can respect that it's a gooner manhwa made for people to just goon, I guess. So I can at least give it mid, because even though I don't like it, I can at least like give it credit for being consistent. But to be fair, they were trying to add a bit of story, like how, oh, the main character does this, or like he had a dark past, or oh, the husband or the dad that took him in is actually evil and killed his parents. And then you kind of got invested in it, but it goes fucking nowhere. So it's like, whatever. I'm gonna just put it in mid. Music is the music too loud? Also, I'll go and pin this comment. There you go. That's the pin comment is the Discord. Or Veldemon, can you make a text chat saying Discord and then put the thing down, put the link down. Also, I lowered the music now. Let me just move this here. Is it because you go to the gym to buy from the vending machine? Doesn't make you a gym goer? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I didn't even mention the fact that I went to the gym. Why do you think I go to the gym for the vending machine? What? Okay, no, this is what I'm... No, Vildemon, I meant like this. Okay, Fresh W did it. Right, there you go. Sorry, Vildemon. You don't get the pin comment. Alright, next up, we got Mummy Hunting in Another World. Now, if you had asked me this question, if you had told me to rate Mummy Hunting in Another World, I would probably put it as either bad or mid, more leaning towards bad. Because, you know, I kind of got jebaited. Or I think everyone got really jebaited. Because, you know, it says in the title, Mommy Hunting in Another World. But it's not really mommy hunting. Actually, if you think about it, there are barely any mothers. But what it glorifies is NTR. So it's not mommy hunting in another world, it's NTR hunting in another world. The main character is just there to NTR wives from husbands. So that's not MILF hunting. That's just being a dick. That's just being an asshole. So I don't like it. I didn't like it. Can we need to turn on music off? Seriously? Why are we... Okay, background music is a low... Really? I already put it at -14. Okay. How about now? Alright, how about now? Is the music good? That's much better? Okay. However, of recent times, of the recent chapters that I have read, it does sway my opinion just a little bit. Because if you guys remember in my previous manhwa or Gunner manhwa tier list, where I ranked the Gunner manhwa waifus, I talked about the main character of Mummy Hunting in Another World and how I pity him. and I pity him because he is this sort of person that you can tell is very disturbed because he did this little monologue saying, I don't need love, all I need are holes. So that's what all these women are. And when he said that monologue, you know, it was supposed to be something like, oh, this is so sexy, so kinky. But for me, I heard it as like, damn, that's a sad ass life, dude. I feel bad for you. You can't feel love. Love is a magical feeling, you know? Love is a nice feeling. You know, it makes you it's nice to have your heart go doki doki. But that guy can't feel that. All he feels is carnal pleasure. And at first, I was like, okay, that's all that line is. But from the recent chapters, it seems like they're actually kind of delving deep into that. Like the main character actually got into. And also, a quick thing. In that video, I also mentioned how Raven, which is the big bad antagonist female character of this manhwa that people glaze over, is very overrated. But right now they're doing the arc where she is the main focus, and I like that she isn't just another girl for him to you know, conquer. There's a little more to her, and that more being actually bringing out a speech in the main character, talking about how actually what I said before about how I don't feel love, it is actually deep rooted in my trauma because my mother left, yada yada. I'm looking for love, so but I actually reject people, so then at least that way I feel like they don't get to reject me first. And I thought, okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. I appreciate this movement. However, in that same chapter, he also fucking ruins it. He ruins it by saying, actually, just kidding, I only said that to get into your pants. But I do feel like the fake speech that he said has some truth into it. So I'm gonna give it a little credit for that. It only slightly changed my opinion. I still think it's mid, and it's definitely because I have bias towards mommies. But for now, I'm gonna just put it at mid. Drop the sauce in the comments after the live so I can read it. The sauce is right here. It's literally right here. I literally told that guy, the guy that made this tier list, specifically to add these titles for you guys. 100 chapters more until he cracks the Raven mommy. I think the horizon's there, man. I think it's gonna happen within the next 20 chapters, if I'm being honest. Mid, but the art style is so good. Yeah, the art style is breathtaking, but that's not everything to me. You need more, you know. Why is my Goonhwa not there? Okay, well, for those of you, if you guys are looking at this and seeing that there are like Goonhwas missing, just relax. In the next stream, there will be more. All right, there will be more Goonhwas to be covered. Oh, I don't like this cover, but okay. All right, Moby De. I have read it, but I haven't caught up, so I feel like it wouldn't be fair for me to talk about it at all. So I'm gonna put it as haven't read. However, people have told me that Moby Dick is amazing, that it is a masterpiece, whatever, yada yada yada. So I am holding my tongue. I'm not going to say what I have felt of reading Moby Dick so far. And I think I won't make my top 10 Goonhwa video until I finish reading Moby Dick, because who knows, maybe Moby Dick is going to be part of that podium based on what people have been telling me about how good this shit is. Kalau chat boleh pakai bahasa Indo gak? Yeah, sure, why not? It's just that nobody will understand you, I guess. All right, an Outsider's Way In is mid. Outsider's Way In started out good, then it got fine, then the love triangle was okay, but then it got dragged out and the ending was not good. It felt very very tailored to the readers. Not a fan of it, so I'm gonna just put it at mid, because along the way, like the second half of the entire Goonhwa, it just became dull. So I'm gonna put it at mid. Jesus Christ, 60 viewers? Holy hell. All right. Okay, punishing my pet servant elf isn't a spoiler. I mean, I've already put it in my Goonhwa many times. I've already talked about how goated this shit is. It is one of my favorite Goonhwas ever. Not only just Goonhwa is my favorite manhwa ever, one of my favorite manhwas ever, along with actual like world-renowned amazing manhwas like, you know, ORV or Greatest Estate Developer. Punishing My Pet Servant Elf is generally one of the best stories I have read ever, and one of the best romance ever. Like, Punishing My Pet Servant Elf already hooks you in within the first chapter. Within the first chapter, you read it and you're like, oh my gosh, this plot is very interesting, very intriguing. I wonder how the main character is gonna get out of this one. And then they added the romance, they added the second female lead, who is probably one of the best antagonists, or I don't know how to, if I call him antagonist, if I can call her an antagonist. Yeah, I guess you can call her, but okay. She's part of the good side and the elf is the bad side. So I guess you can call the elf the antagonist. However, if you view the elf as the main character, then she's the protagonist. But either way, antagonist or protagonist aside, I really can't see how you would read Punish My Pet Servant Elf and not fall in love with her and actually want to root for her. Because she is amazing. I love her character so much. And the main character too. The main character is really, really good in this show, in this manhwa. So it's not a surprise. I've talked about it many times, but Punishing My Pet Servant Elf is goated. One of my favorites ever. Do you have a GL Goonhwa in here? No, I don't. No, I don't think so. Nah. Yeah, the Discord is in the pin message if you would like to join. I'm not the owner of the server. All right, so because I barely use Discord. Just FYI, I don't use Discord, but I occasionally check it out. You know, see what you guys haven't see if you guys have any questions. So just make sure to like at me or something. I don't know how to do anything Discord related. Socrates, I like you in Invincible. All right, what's for dinner? This is circles. This is not what's for dinner. But yeah, let's just pretend that this is what's for dinner. What's for dinner is a very interesting manhwa that I will not talk about. Actually, I will talk about it just a little bit in preparation for my top manhwa videos, because I want to talk about what's for dinner in that video, I think. But or maybe I'll just do it here. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, like I feel like a lot of people who will watch that top manhwa video won't see this video anyway. So I'll talk about what's for dinner just a little bit. I think what's for dinner is an elite story that's really, really good. It has really, really good moments and really, really good representations of certain topics that I did not think a Goonhwa would cover. For example, I feel like What's for Dinner covers a very, very good representation of male sexual abuse. And I was shocked to see it, because a lot of times in manhwas, they show male sexual abuse as something like, oh, he actually likes it or whatever. But here, they actually do a really, really good job in actually doing it, in actually showing it in a manner to actually get you aware of it. On top of that, The main character, it has a really good story too. And the main female lead is like goated, if I'm being honest. However, I have personal bias, and I don't want to put it at elite because I don't ever want to read this shit again. The reason why is because the first 20 chapters are pure torture. I'll say 12. I don't remember that much. The first 12 chapter is pure torture. It's not. I'm not saying pure torture, but I'm not saying it's pure torture because it's bad. It's just extremely depressing. Oh my gosh, we are close to 67. It's pure. It's so depressing because the whole idea is like the main character gets a glow up, right? And that's kind of like his revenge. Like he starts off from this ugly fat dude, and then he glows up to become like this really tall, really handsome guy that everybody is into. Which all right, I get it. But we spent 12 chapters on him being a fat, ugly sack of shit that just, I don't want to say sack of shit. He's a sweet guy, but he gets like the worst treatment for 12 chapters straight. He gets the NTR treatment, he gets the bully treatment, he gets the fucking like best friend betrays him treatment. It's depressing as shit. I don't want to read that shit ever again. But that being said, after those 12 chapters, like, it's very satisfying. I'm talking about What's for Dinner. It's very satisfying and it shows really, really good writing. But I just don't want to reread that shit, man. It's too sad, or it's too sad, too depressing, and it's too. It makes me feel. It makes me feel not good. So I'ma put it at great. Very, very biased. And honestly, in the edited version of this video, I don't think I will be able to show much about, or like show much, a lot of examples, because I don't want to reread it, you know, to add the screenshots. But yeah. All right, next up, we got Workplace Manager Permission, which I have read. First 4 chapters, and I was not a fan of the main character being a douchebag. And I think that's grounds enough for me to actually rate it to bad. Actually, no, I'll just put it haven't read. It isn't fair. Akutami might be What's for Dinner author. Yeah, but the difference is the author for What's for Dinner actually knows how to write the fucking story. So there's that. I also haven't finished it, to be fair. I don't know if I will finish it, but I was really close to finishing it. I only had like 12 chapters left. I don't know why I didn't finish it, because I really, really enjoyed the manhwa. I don't know. I guess I just didn't want to invest more time. I don't know. I Regress Warrior's Diary. Personal bias. This shit is elite. This shit is elite. I can see the one you reviewed first, Goonhwa Officer, that is already finished. Oh yeah. I know that. I know that. Is it here? Okay. Well, it'll probably be here later, maybe. Have I read Water Overflow? Yes, I actually have, but I don't think it's here. Yeah, it's not here. Elite. Yeah, it's Regress Warriors Diary is elite because it's not trying to be a manhwa that changes your life. It's a Goonhwa manhwa that wants to make you goon, and it does a fantastic job at that. The exaggerated faces is so inhumane that it actually is good because of it. So I'm gonna put Regress Warriors Diary as elite. Like, literally every single action scene that they have is goated. Like, I actually really, really like each one. So yeah, I'm gonna put it at elite. I haven't read it in a while though, but I just remember, and I know the new artist, there's a new artist for it, while the original artist is in the military, which is a shame because I like the original artist, but the new artist is also not bad. The new artist is pretty good too. So yeah, I don't think it dipped in quality, which I was afraid of. But it's pretty. So yeah, I'm gonna put it elite. Fame is getting to me. Is there anything like Landlady Luna? Let's see. Yeah, there's Landlady Luna. My landlord Luna. Somebody stop her in the list. We'll see. I don't think so. Well, it'll come maybe in part 2 because the tier list isn't done. My boy is still working on it. I have not finished I Became a Pornhwa NPC, but it's pretty good. It's pretty great. I liked it. I really like this story. I really like the story of it. I like the plot. I like how it actually has stakes. I like how, like, you know, a lot of times when they make these types of story where it's like, oh, I got reincarnated into this world and now I am fucked because this world is super hard and is against me. But you know, when they actually show off the story, they're having a good time. But no, this one is actually hard. Like, the main character is having a hard time. Like, the dude gets into situations where he can literally die, or his presence can be entirely erased, which is fucking crazy. But I love the romance in here. Right now, I haven't continued reading it though, because I'm not a fan of how they handled my girl here, how they handled the girl on the cover. I feel like she gets disrespected a little too much, or rather, I feel like the other girl gets way more screen time than her, and I feel like the author doesn't know how to put her back into the mix. So yeah, I feel like that's a flaw, so I'm gonna just put it in great. But I don't know. We'll see how it ends. I haven't finished I heard it's finished, but I haven't read it all. Alright, I'll Eat Your Mom First was pretty great. I liked it. I was afraid that it was going to go into the route of the main character not going through with his revenge, because a lot of revenge stories are like, oh, what am I doing? How could I be so obsessed with revenge that I start losing myself? That shit is so weak. Like, come on, man. I don't, like, I want to read a revenge story for you to get revenge, all right? And I want you to get satisfied with the revenge, all right? I'm looking at you, Juji no Rokunin. But here, I liked it. He got his revenge, which is a little much, but he got his revenge, and at the end, he got the MILF. He got the mommy as the final winning girl, which I think is amazing. I really like it. I like that ending a lot. Epic. All right, next up, Closest Neighbors. I don't remember much of it, but I feel like if you read it now, it might not really age well. But you gotta pay homage to the OGs. Closest Neighbors is, I think, my second Goonhwa I've read. Second or third, I don't remember. A Purpose Daily Life is either first or second. Do you have any other channels than this one in Kiwi? Yeah, the Kiwa VODs channel, which I don't really use anymore, so you don't need to follow that. Ooh, Sweet Guy is also a good one. Sweet Guy is a good shout. But yeah, Closest Neighbors, I feel like you gotta pay homage to the OGs. I feel like a lot of these manhwas wouldn't have existed had it not been Closest Neighbors, so at least we gotta give it a grade. Someone said good. I don't know if you guys say it's good just because the main character didn't get to smash the mommy, which I personally liked. I like that decision. I like that the MILF isn't a scumbag who, or rather, is a loyal woman who saved herself for her husband, or is loyal to her husband. So yeah. Aminal Short, Outsider's Way In is mid, bro. Come on, man. Really? Yeah. I gave my reasoning. I don't like the ending. I don't like the second half is also pretty dull. Summon Stopper is way better. Summon Stopper is the superior version of an Outsider's Way In. Okay, we'll talk about Summon Stopper and Outsider's Way In when Summon Stopper is actually here. Dragon Day is good. Ending was whoa. Dragon Day is finished? Oh, I have not caught up. Shibal. I need to get back into that then. Will there be a highlight channel in the future? This exact one is the highlight channel. So yeah. Alright, bunk beds. I would put it as mid because I gave it like 20-30 chapters. I feel like that's enough, right? I feel like bunk beds is enough. Bunk is enough for me to talk about it. Bunk beds is honestly mid. It is the boring version of circles, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm gonna put it at mid. Alright, give me a second. I need to go and pee-pees. I need to go and do a little pee-pee. Be right back. I don't know why my lips are dry. I literally live in Indonesia, the most moist country in Southeast Asia right now. The flip-flop. Sweet guy? Okay, let me... Okay. Wait. Let me just tell my boy who's making this tier list to start adding the ones that you guys want to see. Here are some of the ones my readers want. So what do you guys want to see next, right? Sweet guy, someone stop her. And I think you guys also said Office Menace Alert, right? Office Menace Alert. I do have some things to say about Office Menace Alert since the last time I made the video on that. Switch on. Right. Switch on is another one. My stepmother's friends, okay. And honestly, I feel like this guy already has it in mind. Shattered Ties Chicken Club. Ooh, Chicken Club is a good shout. The carry. Oh yeah, I mean, you guys already know how I feel about the carry, or that's not how you do it. Especially the ending on the Office Menace Alert. you read until the end. That's all right. I didn't expect that from you. Oh, my lovely illustrator. Oh, okay. Alt account trap. Okay. To the reincarnated man. Okay, yeah, I have some things to say about that. Too good at massages. Yeah, I have some things to say about the ending of Office Menace Alert once we get to that. Okay, well for now I'll just tell him to add I'll tell for now. I'll add him to add these ones in particular. I know he already has a list of what he wants to add, but you guys want me to add for him to make sure that he adds Sweet Guy, Summon Stopper, Office Menace Alert, Switch On, My Stepmother's Friends, Chicken Club, The Carry / That's Not How You Do It, My Lovely Illustrator, Alt Account Trap, Bad Guy. Okay. Alt Account Trap, The Reincarnated Man, Too Good at Massages, and Bad Guy. Cleaning Service should be in there too. Who's the dog in the background? My husband Kira. That's my hubby boo, which I'm going to meet in a week. I'm really excited. Sweet Guy, right. Sweet Guy. There's Bad Guy. I don't remember Bad Guy. Bad Guy is an actual manhwa, not a Goonhwa. We're only adding manhwas, Goonhwas. Come on now. Landlady Luna is here. Don't worry about it. Okay. Actually, before we continue, I want to show my husband. I want to show off that handsome little devil. Where the hell is my? No, here it is. Let's see which one. Okay, wait. Let me turn this off. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Before that, let me see if I can show this. You know, maybe there's actually like some personal information, like my fucking IP address.
Kira.
Accidentally leak it. Okay, that's my sister's voice. I don't know if they want her, if she wants me to add her voice there or expose her. What an Angel's Voice is crazy. You talking about my sister, man? Oh, is this one? This one's so cute. Oh, wait. Let's see if it shows my sister. Okay, it shows my sister. Unfortunately, I can't show it. Oh, damn. Diving intern. Take her voice as your phone notification? All right. You actually do that, and you're getting banned. Diving intern, as in intern Hanyo, right? Intern Hanyo. Take your glasses off, gang. All right, that's enough. I don't wanna riz you guys too much and accidentally make everyone bust. All right. Okay, let's go back to the tier list. Yeah, I'm not gonna show the videos of my husband because it has my sister, and I don't know if she's okay with me showing off her face. Yeah, okay, should I be stuck around? Just kidding. Good. Yeah, you better be. Fuck. All right, boarding diary. Boarding diary is okay. Boarding diary is good, and it is actually solely carried by the main mommy. The main mommy is elite. It actually no, she is near goated. The mommy of boarding diary is one of the best mommy characters ever. Although not much in terms of writing, but she just has everything that I want in a mommy comfort character. S triple S tier. However, every other girl that is in boarding diary is so useless that I don't see why they need to be in there. They don't add anything to the story if there even is one. And the main character is completely shallow and for some reason is in love with the mommy, which okay, I get because the main mommy is the female lead, but it's like, okay, why do you like her? I don't see the sincerity in it. I don't get it. Why, like, this guy's just in love with her just because she's hot. And I think that's a bit of a missed opportunity. You know, I wish there was a little more romance to it. So honestly, if we're talking about purely from story, it's actually mid. However, mommy bias is part of this entire tier list. and she is the best mommy, like or at least one of the best ever. So I'm gonna at least put it in good. Kiwi, the Discord is so full. Oh, nice. Is it as full as what? I was gonna say my womb, but let's just forget about that joke. Common sense modifier. I read a little bit, but not enough, so I'm gonna say I haven't read. Talk to your Goonhwas in our Discord. I don't use Discord. Okay, fine. I'll do it later. Wait, what time is it? It's 12:15. Okay, I still have like an hour and 45 minutes left until El Clasico starts. Unlocking Her. I haven't read. I read it years ago. Years ago, I read like 3 chapters. But I heard it's really good. Ooh, Touch to Unlock is not here. Is Touch to Unlock not here? Damn, Touch to Unlock is not here. Okay, well, I'm sure that guy will add it. Wireless Oaho. I also haven't read, but it interests me because for a while it was the top 1 in like the most popular in Omega scans. So I'm interested in checking it out. Just not right now, I guess. That's what. Yeah, that's what. What are you trying to insinuate? I'm hot as hell, bro. The fuck. Kruger, that 53. Have you read Silent War? No, I have not read Silent War. Introduction to Mommies is goated. I don't think I need to explain it very much, but I did do a post in my Instagram briefly talking about Introduction to Mommies. It is everything you expect within that title. Has great story. It has great art, a decent story, and a pretty good romance that makes the harem ending pretty believable. Oh yeah, harem ending is kind of saying that there is a harem ending is kind of a spoiler, so sorry about that. But I mean, you guys wouldn't have read it if you didn't know that it has a harem ending. I very much prefer if it's a harem ending, if the Goonhwa has a harem ending, rather than what they do in Outsiders Way In, where it's like, where they do multiple endings and they're like, oh, what if the main character chooses this girl? What if the main character chooses this girl? That shit is so lame. That shit is so lame. Either choose one girl or make it a harem ending. Don't make multiple endings. I hate that shit. Just want to say you're looking cute today. Arigato gozaimasu. They're really nice of you. Harem ending is one of the most overused endings, but it fucking works. All right? Like, it doesn't, like, okay, people say, oh, harem endings are so shallow, but then they go and rage when the other girl, when they choose the wrong girl, or the main character rejects the other girls. It's like, what the fuck? You can make a good story out of that though, like rejecting the other girls and leaving room only for the main female lead. And the only one I've seen out of all of this that does that really well is What's for Dinner. What's for Dinner is one of the only ones that make that ending, make the choosing one girl ending actually good. However, anything else is like, yeah, a lot of people will go crazy if it doesn't become a harem ending. It's like the quintessential quintuplets, right? People are going crazy. People went crazy when the ending dropped in quintessential quintuplets. Like, oh, Miku should have won. Oh, Nino should have won. Anything but that girl. Oh, that's kind of a spoiler for those who haven't read or haven't finished quintessential quintuplets. But yeah, and now they say, oh, now that the new OVA is coming out, or like new content coming out for quintessential quintuplets, everyone is like, oh, I hope they retcon the ending and make it a harem. What? No. Like, no. Although I'm not a fan of the ending, okay, who do you support in quintuplets? My girl Nino, man. My girl Nino deserved the dub. Everyone is in love with Miku though, which I guess is understandable, but I think Miku is a little bit overrated, but whatever. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions, but Nino's the GOAT for me. Nino actually hit home with me in many ways, especially when it comes to the daddy issues. But fucking but I get like people love Miko because Miko. How old are you again? I am 21. No, I'm not. 23. Every person has Nino as their favorite though. Who are these persons that I have never met? Go onto any post on Instagram involving quintessential quintuplets. Everyone is going to start glazing Miku. I barely see any glaze on Nino. Okay, Nino is the second most glazed other than Miku. But for me, Nino is the goat. Right? Like 10 to 20 viewers is usually how much I get, but now due to this I get like 60 plus. We still haven't hit 67 though. So we still have yet to hit 67. So let's hope let's use that as the goal. Nino is bad. Okay. Fuck's sake. Every time we bring up quintessential quintuplets, we end up talking about it a lot. So god damn it. All right, we'll talk about quintessential quintuplets just a little bit. Fuck it. This stream is gonna go for like 3 hours anyway. I'm gonna do a little rant on quintessential quintuplets, which is like everyone always talks about quintessential quintuplets. Oh, I always do. Whenever it comes up. And I never thought it would get to this point where I always talk about quintessential quintuplets because it etched such a place in my heart for kind of the wrong reasons. For a while, quintessential quintuplets was one of the only actual harem anime mangas that I actually enjoyed. Because as you guys may know, I hate harems. Harem is usually a shit genre that is full of ecchis and fan services that are cheap and shallow and goes nowhere. I'm talking about you, Nisakoi. However, quintessential quintuplets added actual drama between the sisters, and I actually really enjoyed it. Also, side note, can anyone just talk about can anyone just stop put the endings aside and just glaze Yotsuba's pose here? This pose actually kind of goes hard. This one and Ichika is actually Yotsuba. These two win. Ichika Dojin has fucked my brain. True. Ichika is very Dojin coded, to be fair. I just hate Yotsuba. I don't support anyone. I feel like that's a bit unfair, though. Spoilers for those who haven't read it, but I think the ending makes sense, narratively speaking. I talked about this before, but narratively speaking, Yotsuba is the one that makes the most sense. She's the one who deserved the win, if you really think about it. Because all these other girls have their own problems and they get resolved by the end of the manga. Ichika gets to become an actress. Miku is now has now found her passion in baking. Nino fixed her daddy issues with her dad. Ichika becomes a teacher, and Yotsuba is the only one that doesn't have anything going on. That is because Yotsuba early on into their lives, tried to be more than their sisters, and it ended up backfiring. So she ended up living this life of sacrifice, of letting her sisters win everything, basically. Okay, Ichika, you go and do that. She becomes a main support for everyone. But other than that, it doesn't leave much of Yotsuba to work on her actual self. So it makes sense narratively for Yotsuba to win. However, the manga doesn't work on the fucking relationship between Futaro and Yotsuba. So it's like, oh, what? So when the ending came by, it felt kind of weird. It's like Yotsuba is the one that has the least romantic development out of everyone, except maybe Ichika. Ichika kind of seems like the most platonic, like the girl that is the most platonic, has the most platonic feelings towards Futaro. But it's like, bro, the one that has the most moments with Futaro, or the main character, is Miku and Nino. So when Yotsuba won, I'm like, well, what the fuck is this? It only, you know, the whole talk I had about, defending Yotsuba did not came into my brain after like 5 months after the ending, after I recovered from the trauma of the ending, because that trauma fucked me up bad, bro. That trauma when that ending, or when Futaro chose the girl, and Miku came over to Nino's classroom, and she said it's over, and then they both start crying. That broke my heart into pieces. That hurt me hard. I was like, what the fuck? I feel shit. Whoa. Let's get this out of the way. That was for a thumbnail, okay? That was for a thumbnail. Which ended up not being used. I'm not a My Little Pony freak. Let me see. Quintessential quintuplets. It's over. Panel. Like, this shit fucked me up hard. This shit was so sad. This shit was so sad. And seeing Nino cry made me so sad. Nino was the one who pulled out the best moves. She was the one who made me go, damn, she is bold. Like, she's the one that gave the most emotions out of everyone. That gave me the most emotions to feel. And to see her cry like that made me not feel really good inside. I didn't really like that feeling. So I felt bad. Something is wrong when after the main character chooses the winning girl, you still felt like there was gonna be a twist. Like, oh, that can't be it, can it? Oh no, this girl is gonna come in and actually swoop in. Did anyone feel that too? Did anyone feel that? Like after Futaro chose Yotsuba, you felt like there was gonna be another twist. Like, it was gonna be like, oh, actually, this girl is gonna come in. Anyone feel that? Right? Like, that's like, you can't, like, that's a pretty big sign that you kind of fucked up. That's a pretty big sign that like you didn't do a good enough job. So, yeah, quintessential quintuplets. It's also another quintessential quintuplets. It's weird because quintessential quintuplets is the one that gave me hope that, you know what, harem can be good. Harem mangas can be good. And then this shit happened, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I was right. Harems are still ass, and I hate this genre with my entire heart. And that's what made me stop reading harem altogether, or consuming it. That is until 100 Girlfriends came in and changed my mind about that. But yeah, that's a story for another video. I won't talk about it yet. Futaro or Rintaro? That's not fair. Rintaro is not really a main character. It's not really a character. He's a god, really. Like, the author of 100 Girlfriends clearly made him just to be like the perfect being. Not human being, perfect being. That deserves and can handle 100 Girlfriends. Relationship reversal is personal bias. Actually, no, I won't put it at elite. We'll put it at great. I like relationship reversal a lot. It has a good mix of Honri. I'm looking at you, YouTube. I said Honri, not the other word. It has a good balance of Henry and a decent. Okay, story is actually not that good, or rather, there's barely any story. But the characters are pretty nice, and the romance is pretty cute for some of the characters, and I enjoy it a lot. So I'm gonna put that great. I mean, 100 Girlfriend is mid for me. Honestly, if for me, I think the comedy is the most important part about 100 Girlfriends. So if the comedy doesn't work for you, because comedy is very subjective, you're just not gonna like the anime. Ooh, Wreck My Bias. Which chapter are you on from Wreck My Bias? I haven't. I know I have finished Wreck My Bias. Yeah, and it was okay. Well, we'll talk about it when it gets here. Does the goon/romance genre sometimes f's your brain? I don't know what. I don't really know what you mean by that. I am a perfectly healthy human being. The arc is me is bad. It's boo, you stink, get off the stage type of bad. The main character sucks, and it's annoying that he's like 90% of the manhwa. And it felt like the author kind of lost track of what he was trying to make, or what she was trying to make. Because I thought it was gonna go the route of the main character plus the female lead, and along the way, that romance just gets completely thrown out of the trash, and the main character just becomes a scumbag that tries to bang everyone. So I'm gonna put that bad. Please, for God's sake, collab with Sky Having Fun, sir. Please, for God's sake. Who? Sorry, I don't know. I'm not trying to roast him, but I actually don't know who Sky is. Oh my gosh, a lot of you guys are talking about Sky Having Fun. Have you read Excuse Me, This Is My Room? Yes. Excuse Me, This Is My Room is The Arc Is Me. If you want more peek, also read Room. Okay, well, alright. We won't talk about that yet. Or we won't talk about that. Who is Sky Having Fun? Now you guys got me curious over who that person is. Why, does he like make type of shit I make, or what? Sky Having Fun. All right, short little break, y'all. We shall talk about Sky Having Fun for a little bit, I guess. This guy, Sky Having Fun. Oh, he has Rintaro. Oh wait, did you mean Rentaro or Rentaro? Because Rentaro is this guy. How my Gooner channel has started. Okay, how much gooning is too much gooning? All right, can Choso stop periods using blood? Yeah, actually, he can. Scientifically proven. What if Titan had balls? Then they would be able to reproduce. Mom found my Gooner YouTube channel. Ha! This guy is inferior to me. My mom supports my Gooner YouTube channel. My mom knew about my Gooner YouTube channel and said, you know what? Get that bag, bro. Oh, that is true. He can't. No. He can only control his own blood, but he can use that blood to control Yuki's blood. How do I know this? Because I saw a fan art of it. And you know that in Jujutsu Kaisen community, the fans make up the fan theories are what actually matters, and agendas. Nobody actually reads the manga. Fuck. Oh my god, she is okay with it? Yeah. Yeah, of course. I literally just said it. Does Tatsumaki have no pencil? She does. We that's confirmed. How big are anime chests? Anime of the year. How frequent deserve more and got snubbed. I like how wait. I like how both of us talking about anime of the year is the worst are both of our worst performing videos. That's story writing right there. That's visual storytelling. I love that. Wait. Let's see. Let me just see if that's true. I think so. Yeah. That's pretty funny. Look, like me talking about anime getting snubbed in the anime of the year. Free Run getting snubbed in the anime of the year is the worst performing. Same goes to him. Why am Marin Kitagawa still your best? Should we watch one of his videos? Are you guys okay with that? I kind of wanna. I'm interested in him. That is not a way. That is not a line for me to flirt with him, unless. Okay. All right. Let's talk about him, or let's check him out. Is there any female ube ugly bastards in anime? Do artists go into their own art? That's interesting because I personally can't goon to my own creations. A little lore drop. I used to do a little bit of translation work for doujins that haven't gotten translated. The ones that are translated to Chinese but haven't been translated to English. So I used to do a little bit of that. And when I did it, one of them commissioned me to do one that is one of my favorite doujin series. And when I did it, I was like, yes, now I can goon to it. There's like the fourth part of the one that I liked. But when I tried gooning to it, I was dejected and heartbroken because I couldn't get turned on because I already worked too much on it. All right, sorry. Let me enough yapping about that. All right, so this is the Angel Devil vid.
How much time you can clap the Angel Devil before you die? Because as you know, every touch with Angel Devil drains your lifespan. And thus, this needs to be answered, that how much time you can spend in Angel Devil's heaven before you peacefully pass away mid-clap. So I'm gonna
this is a very interesting question that
so as we have seen in Chainsaw
that is very important actually.
That with a brief amount of touch with
it's vital to my life.
Loses his 2 months of his lifespan, and previously it was estimated by fans that the touch lasted for 3 seconds, but as shown in the Resi Arc movie, it lasted around 6 to 8 seconds. So based on this, the 7 seconds of contact costs 2 months of lifespan. So it will cost a year of your lifespan to be in physical contact with Angel Devil for full 42 seconds. And as of the date of 2025, the average male lifespan is 71 years, and an average anime fan age is between 18 to 25 years.
Okay.
So approx you have total 46 to 53 years of your lifespan to invest. So in total, your remaining age multiplied by 42 seconds. That means in average you have total 32 to 37 minutes of clapping Angel.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot that the volume was low. My fault.
Your lifespan, but this totally depends on your D size and what position you want, because this calculation is not completed yet. Let me explain.
Oh, that's true.
This is not clearly mentioned in Chainsaw Man that how does the angel's power works, but we can assume as per the mechanism of the power that it suggests it works like in an energy transfer. A larger area of contact would likely facilitate a more rapid transfer of life energy than a single fingertip, similar to how electrical current or heat transfer works in the real world. So now
the volume is still not stream based in Tel Aviv is crazy. I want to ban you for that, but if I actually do ban you for that, that is very Tel Aviv activity, so I'm not.
The bigger your day, the less time you have. So according to Du Bois formula, we can calculate how much of a skin contact did Aki and Angel had. So as per FanWiki, Angel is around 155 centimeters.
Oh shit!
So would be
whoa! Wait, seriously? Wait, Angel? Oh my gosh, Angel is 155 centimeters. Wow! Angel is shorter than me! By 1 centimeter! What? He's the perfect femboy! Epic!
And Wiki, Angel is around 155 centimeters, so weight would be around
Angel
50
cosplay.
kg. So according
Whoa! He's my weight too. Actually, I'm no, that's not true. I gained weight since I moved to Indonesia. The food here is so fucking good.
To the following
And cheap
formula,
too.
Angel has around 15,000 centimeters square of total skin, and his hand length would be around 16.7 centimeters, so its hand area will be 170 centimeters square. And for Aki, he is 182 centimeters, so his hand length would be around 19.2 centimeters, that is 238 centimeters square. And when two hands grip together, the smaller hands decides how much actually touches.
Interesting.
So as per
So
this
it's not
panel,
as easy
Angel's
as
inside palm
just
plus fingers
looking
pressed
about the
will
time
be
or talking
around
about the time.
47% of Angel's total hand area, that is around 80 centimeters square. So 7 seconds
So
of
I
this
guess
80 centimeters square touch equal to
So I guess the dick size and the radius of Angel's asshole actually matters or determines how much you can last before dying and shriveling up.
2 months lost or 60 days lost, or
I mean, how much can you actually last inside of a femboy's asshole anyway? Like, I feel like you can only, like, I don't know. I've never tried femboy asshole. So, you know, I might be caught off guard over the tightness and I might end up busting within 5 seconds. Hey, hold on. Literally. Like, what's with these what's with these emojis? Come on. These are important questions. You gotta know this. Are we going to yaoi? Listen, bro. Study time versus yaoi time. That's me.
60 days divided by 7 seconds
Also, I am a firm believer of Aki X Angel. They're really cute together.
equals 8.57 days lost per second, or 8.57 divided by 80 equals 0.107 days per second per centimeter square lost. So with this, we get a magical angel clapping formula. Seconds you survive equals total days left divided by contact area multiplied by 0.107.
Good lord.
So for a 24-year-old, he has 17,155 days left as calculated earlier. And fun fact, the area of an average D is bigger than hand, as an average D is 13.58
Really?
centimeters of length and
What?
circumference around 11.66 centimeters. So
Oh, brother, the inflation. The inflation, man. Average disc size is 13.58 centimeters. Oh, lord. Alright.
So the area that will go in heaven will be calculated by this formula, pi into length into circumference. That means 497 centimeters square. But
Only 14 centimeters? Hold on. Wait. Deflation is very true. Okay. Someone said so, she said so you guys heard like notifications, and the notification is basically a person, I won't reveal who, said have fun streaming, and then I said thanks. She said yeah, have fun streaming and talking about assholes? Question mark. I'm assuming you're watching this, by the way. And yeah, I will have fun streaming and talking about assholes. So, yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to mute you because. Oh, good. Okay. All right, I will need to mute you then. All right, all right. Average dish size 30. Okay.
Only part goes inside the heaven, so around 10 to 11 centimeters length.
It's rough out there for us, man.
380 centimeters square. So according to this formula, you have
For
421
us,
seconds.
I can't believe this. The deflation is fucking us over. Good lord. I can't believe we have to suffer over these crazy expectations. Fuck, man. We sure have it rough out there, guys. But don't worry. I'ma stay with you guys. I'ma stick with your back.
Second, if you stay still and do it perfectly. But if your hip touches, then you will have roughly 3 minutes 20 seconds to 4 minutes 10 seconds to be in Angel's Heaven. And if you really want to have a real love
Angel's
without any
Heaven is crazy.
obstructions, I have made this list for you. And if you really want to enjoy, you could go for a 40-second one.
Oh,
So now, you have seen the real calculation. But still,
I think it can last 10 seconds.
Cover your full
max.
body and use protection and do it infinite amount of times. But is it real love or is it even real fun? No, that's called cheating. So now I want you to do the calculation for your D size and comment down below. And the person who'll have the most amount of time with Angel will get pinned.
Ah, damn. Damn, he got hit by the YouTube restrictions. He told it to blur it. I can tell that this blur is not. This blur is added post upload. Poor dude. What the whoa! 100,000. Wait. IDR? Hold the fucking phone. Is Sky having fun Indonesian? No way. Ain't no way we got a wuk dude over here. No way. Bro, I've played these games before? Yeah, obviously. Wait, can anyone confirm if Sky having fun is Indonesian? No, what? All right, we gotta. I want to talk to him. Imagine their neighbors. He did, yo. Imagine he is my neighbor, bro. My neighbor, okay, but my neighborhood where I live, not to have a dig, but like my where I live is kind of in the sides of in the areas of kind of like that are kind of rural. Why are all Goonhwa channels Indonesian? I'm crying. Me too. I'm literally tearing up. Hold on, I want to check out his other stuff. Oh damn, I forgot to.
How much time you can?
Forgot to give it a like. I need to support my fellow Indonesian. Do artists glue into their own art? I already. What the fuck is happening? What is that noise? Who is calling me? What was that? The fuck? Wait, sorry guys, give me a second. Who the fuck is this? Oh. Alright. Whoever tried to call me, don't do that shit again. If you do, I am blocking you. Alright? I'm not going to expose you, but please don't do that. You're gonna ruin because if you keep on doing it, I'm gonna have to unfortunately, like, okay, I you know what, I don't need to get into that. All right, what other video should we watch here? Someone say, oh yeah, Choso period blood, right? How long can Angel Devil clap Makima before she dies? Makima will pay. Damn, this guy's obsessed with Angel. All right, I get it. You know, that's valid. Look, even yeah, this is also Angel. Is there any female ugly bastard in anime? To be fair, female ugly bastards don't get a lot of representation, but I mean, if you look at One Piece, there are a lot. Look at the post about Choso. What do you mean by that?
Can Choiso
Look at the post about the Choso vid. Do you watch Professor Lando? I did watch it in a previous stream, and people were not a fan, or like they didn't really care. The post about it. Can Choso remove? Okay, what do you want? Are you trying to show off that you're here or something? The Discord? I don't get it. Did you see the Yuji cosplayer? Oh yeah, that was crazy. If you guys don't know what AK Bra is talking about, there is this cosplayer who beat up this guy. I think his name is Amos Lee, and apparently he's a convicted pedophile. I think that's what. Yeah, beating a PDF file. I haven't done the research though, so I don't know the severity of his crimes. But I mean, just the fact that okay, that's getting copyrighted. There's a Yuji cosplayer that beats him up as when he saw him like just walking safely on the street. That's pretty hardcore, not gonna lie. He posted "Watch your kids." All right, that guy. Okay, yeah, he had that coming. This is what Yuji would have done. Now I feel there is a person who I feel bad for in this whole incident, and it's not the guy. It's not the Amos Lee guy, or the guy who got beat up. Nor is it Yuji. Actually, I kind of feel bad that he had to touch that cretin, but I do feel bad for. Okay, I can't find it. Is it maybe here? Oh, maybe.
All right, guys, kick.
I feel bad for this guy. Because this guy came in to stop to break the fight, and everyone saw this and thought, oh, what's wrong with that guy? Why is he defending a pedophile or whatever? But I'm like, the dude, and like because of that, he got lots of shit in the comment section going like, oh, that guy, pedophiles come together alike and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, the guy probably didn't know. I mean, I didn't even know who this guy is. Had I watched this without knowing the context, I'd be like, whoa, what? Yo, Yuji is going crazy. Someone stop the fight. Like if I were there, I'd be like, I would honestly, if I were there, I would also be there to stop the fight. Which would be crazy because then everyone's gonna see that and be like, what the fuck? Kiwi is defending a pedophile? But like, I'm like, no, and then I would have to drop an apology video and be like, wait, I swear I didn't mean to. I didn't know. So it's like, yeah, lesson learned, mind your own business. But I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like the whole mind your own business thing. I don't know if that's because I have a hero complex or whatever. But me personally, I just try to do the right thing whenever I can. So whenever I see something that I can change for the better, I'ma do it. Just look at your main's account newest community posts. What do you mean? What did I put in my community post? I don't understand. Did I say something crazy? My newest post? The Fuda nut? I mean, it's Fuda nut. Not that? Okay. Kiwi, would you beat up pedophiles if you saw one? That's a good question. I would love to, you know, say like of course I would beat up a pedophile. They're disgusting because they are disgusting. But, you know, what if the pedophile is 7 foot and can beat my fucking ass and make me the victim of pedophilia? I think you are too weak to beat someone up. Like I agree, but I wouldn't try to beat anyone up in the first place. I'm just saying in that situation of Yuji like beating up this dude that I do not know the whole story of, I would be there. Like if I didn't know the context, I would be there to like stop the fight. I'd be like, yo, relax. What's going on over here? Can you like let's calm ourselves down here. What happened? What's wrong with like what's with the whole fight here? Just use the American breeding. I am not going to shoot a fucking gun and get put in jail. Yeah, just rank the mommies. I know. We got really off topic. But also, honestly, I don't think I'll ever I also live in a place where it's hard to be in that position in the first place. Because like in China, you literally, especially for a foreigner, you literally can't physically assault anyone under any circumstances. Rank pedophiles. Let's start with EDP. EDP 441 at number 1. No, I'm kidding. He was banned from the convention and posted on Twitter before entering. Yeah, I know. I'm saying I know the context now. I'm not Chinese, but I lived in China for a long time. And even and like you can say self-defense, but that doesn't work in China. Even if you want to use self-defense, you're still gonna be put to the police station and be like, yo, why did you fight back? It's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? He punched me. I have to punch back. The right answer is if you get punched, run away. Because the moment that guy punched you, it's over for him. Because there are cameras everywhere. It's caught on camera. That guy is gonna get penalized and fined a lot of money. Here in the Philippines, if you don't know how to fight in your high school, you can be bullied or harassed by men. So we are thought to fight back, to be fair. Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. We passed 67. We got 69 concurrent viewers. Hell yeah. Yes. Epic. We did it, guys. That's pretty cool, by the way, in the Philippines that you're taught to fight back. Well, I don't know if it's cool per se, but I've always wanted to live the high school fight story of high school fight manhwa, like Weak Hero, and Bully is the leader or whatever the name is. All right, before we continue on, I'm gonna go and pee again. I drank a lot of water. Just be right back. Like Lookism, yeah. Well, not Lookism now, though. If you're talking about old Lookism, yeah. But Lookism now, I don't know what the hell is going on. It's just gang wars at this point. It's just gang wars with supernatural humans. Alright, I'm gonna shut up and go and pee. We are close to hitting 100 viewers. Holy hell. The power of Goonhwas. 75 concurrent viewers is crazy. Why didn't you wash your hands? Because I don't have a washable. Fine, you guys caught me. I'll go and wash my fucking hands. You guys are annoying. You guys made me feel gross, even though I never had that problem. Low-key though, this is gonna be a hot take, but washing your hands after peeing is overrated as hell. I know you guys are gonna go crazy. It's like, what? You're disgusting. Hear me out. I can understand washing your hands after pooping, but after peeing, like, I'm only touching my dick, all right? If I watch it, like, my dick is safely guarded inside my underwear. Like, honestly, it is the cleanest part of your entire body if you really think about it. If you really think about it. And also, when I pee, I don't touch my dick in the first place. I use my shirt to like hold it. Like that. I'm just putting it out there. I think people need to be more free and be less judgmental. And also, because this pissed me off because one time in high school, I peed and I didn't wash my hands, and this kid, this fucking 3-year-old German kid or 5-year-old, I don't know. He went to me and said, "Ah, you didn't wash your hands!" Like screamed it out loud, and all his friends came over. Came out to me and like, ew, 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 ew. It made me feel like fucking Frankenstein. It's like, god damn it. It's like, how many times do I shower a year? At the moment, I shower like twice a year because my bathroom doesn't have a shower. Just rank. All right. But you guys are the one who's putting up these topics. Kiwi, in middle school, I pissed in the toilet bin by accident, and they closed the school for half a day. They didn't find me. That's rancid. No. Hold on. And I say twice a year. Right? Hold on. Before this misunderstanding gets even further, and before we get into the tier list, go back to the tier list. Let me just explain myself. I only shower twice or thrice a year right now because in Indonesia I don't have a shower. So the way I wash myself is that old Southeast Asian way, which is like you fill up a bucket with a lot of water and then you just grab it with a smaller bucket and pour over your head, using your soap and all that shit, right? That's what I do. Not a bathtub, a bucket, all right? A bucket, and then because my dad, before he passed away, didn't put enough time to work on a fucking shower. So unfortunately, I'm just stuck in this stupid fucking room that he built with a fucked up shower that doesn't fucking work. So the only time I can shower is yesterday when my uncle brought me out to this spa place that just so happens to have a shower room. And other times is if I go to the gym and I feel like showering with hot water. Because in here, I don't have hot water. I only have cold. El Kiwi hating on dad. He deserves it, all right? He deserves a little bit of critique. Especially with the unfair treatment I got from him. Like he loved my sister more than me. Why don't you fix the shower yourself? Cause it used money. money. I want to spend money. You go to the gym? God damn it. Every time I bring this up, everyone's like, oh, you go to the gym? You don't look like it. Shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. If you haven't noticed, I haven't been able to go to the gym very much because YouTube keeps fucking me in the ass. So I end up having to make more videos and focus on that. Stop ignoring. I'm not ignoring you. What are you talking about? There's just, as you may know, there are 6-7 concurrent viewers right now. You're not the only one, Fresh W. You look like you go to the gym to ask guys to spot you. Dude, I'm actually terrified of talking with people in Indonesian. Because I'm scared that one of them will just like, or in any situation, I'm scared of talking to Indonesians. Because I'm scared that they will just come up to me and be like, or when I speak Indonesian, they're just gonna come and be like, what are you saying? Because my Indonesian is shit. Hit a bicep pose. He goes to the gym to gain peak femboy build. Yo, I am low-key femboy coded because unlike everyone else, I actually love leg day, which people shit on me for. It's like, what? Who loves leg day? Me. I like leg day. Kiwi, where do you live in Indo? Oh god, nobody talking right now. You gotta answer. Indonesia, what do you want me to say? Like, you want me to tell you my address? What's your ethnicity? Southeast Asian, I guess? Don't I have to go? Why do I have to go? Oh, no way. No, I don't. I still have an hour. Wait. Hold on. Actually, let me check. Do I have to go? When is El Clasico? That rhymed. Woo! When is El Clasico? There's still an hour left, no? There's still an hour left. Okay, you're just lying to me. You made me scared for no reason. I thought I missed it. Stop ranting, bro. You got a job to do. It's not my fault that I'm ranting. You guys keep bringing the shit up. I'm your ideal. You are not cooked. That means you just have good taste. All right, let's go back to the actual tier list. I'm not looking at the chat anymore. What? Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. Surabaya means that you're rich. I'll make the rules. Ah, shit. Thank you, Master Cool Girl. All right, we're going to the tier list. Rooftop S King is hard carried by the MILF. Literally, right now, I'm postponing reading it because from the thumbnails of Omega scans, I don't see her there. So right now, I'm leaving it, just letting it cook, so I can skip the ones that doesn't have the MILF because every other girl is just so boring. So yeah. Alright, Sebi Gamer, or Sebi Gamer, you are invalid. Stop talking. S-Stopwatch is bad. It's not good. I might even put it as ungoonable, but it's not offensive to me. There are some chapters that I can read for itself, like certain action moments, action scenes that I can read just for that, and it can be enjoyable. If you just ignore everything else and just read the ones that you actually want to read, like the ones that has the mommy. But story-wise, it's bad. The main character is too edgy. I don't like it, so I'm gonna just put it as bad. Bro, don't bring up Real Madrid because I'm gonna go on another tantrum, I swear. So don't bring it up yet. We can talk about it after I finish finish up this tier list. My Sister's Friend is mid. It started out okay. What's crazy about My Sister's Friend is it was, for a time, it was actually goated in my for me. It was goated because at this point I haven't read a lot of manhwa, a lot of Goonhwas, and My Sister's Friends was actually had a really good balance of. It was one of the first manhwas that have a really Chad main character. A main character that was a Chad that deserved the girls and the girls' attentions, and also it was wholesome at times. However, My Sister's Friends got shit the moment the sister character was involved. When the sister character came back, at first I was like, oh, this can be interesting. But then I realized that the sister is a fucking groomer, because the sister was in love with the main character when the main character was 12 and she was like 17. It's like, what? In what universe is this okay? The fuck? Get the shit out of my screen. At that point, I wanted the manhwa to go back to focusing on his sister's friends. Like, why? Because after that, we started talking more about the sister and how important the sister is. Also, the ending girl felt so kind of out of left field, I guess. I really didn't think, I'm not going to spoil who it is, but the winning girl didn't feel like when she got the W or the ending, I was like, oh, she won. Okay, that's cool, I guess. It's like, all right. So yeah, I'm gonna put it at mid. Face reveal like dream. I hated that video because he kept on abusing the side angle, because everything else was fine if he just acted natural, but that moment was so cringy. Let me just go back to that. OGH reboot. I've actually never heard of this one. Which one is this one? I've never heard of this. Do you guys know this one? Just finished Intro to Mommy's last week. Ball knowledge? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. When is next stream? Hopefully the day after tomorrow, or 3 days after this. Is ass. Alright, teacher's efforts is... teacher's efforts is kind of mid. I guess you can maybe argue that it's good, but for me it's mid. It's alright. It's really okay. I'm pretty sure I talked about it. Hold on. What did I rate it last time?
You know, I feel like a lot of people nowadays like.
Was worth reading. You watched stuff. Teacher's efforts. Okay, let's see here. I kind of want to see what I said about it. I forgot.
Teacher's effort. It all started when this young lady decided to be a tutor when her friends are like,
whoa,
oh,
this is the most replayed version? What did I say here?
a very cash money. Even if the main character treats you better than said husband who neglects you, unnecessarily
Best girl, by the way.
speaks about and for you, and blames you for the fact that y'all haven't had a baby yet. Oh. And that's not really cash money either. And on top of that, this guy also complains that she is too proactive and thinks she is too much for wanting to play Smash Brothers with him at least once a month. Brother, have you seen your wife? Out of all
I don't understand these these NTR baits, or rather like these really cheap, like overused cliche of like them trying to they always use this to justify the wife cheating, which at first was like, okay, because the husband is a dick and an asshole, but like I don't understand, like I hate that Or rather, I think it's overused and kind of stupid how it's like the husband is like, "Oh, what's wrong with you? Why do you want sex all the time?" It's like, bro, what? What are you talking about? Look at your wife. She's hot. How can you think of this as a loss? Like at that point, what are you even a man?
with him at least once a month. Brother, have you girls haven't really sold it for me? There's also this girl who's had one scene and then disappeared, like forever. Okay, I guess, but I still complain about it. A decent time looked up by its art, quality of mommy, an attractive main character that's my type. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10? What? What? I give it an 8 out of 10? Good lord. How the times have changed. Literally, Vontae, your wife wanting you and you saying ew? But they are not in marriage, but only girlfriends as boy. No, they're married. Will you make a video with viewers' thoughts? It's like good old times. I hope so. But I'm trying not to do that because I feel like it's a little too risky. Flaming myself again. Yeah, this is why I really want to make a video like revisiting some of these videos, because it's like, what? Some of these just don't make no sense. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like I haven't rewatched this in a year or like a few months, I guess. Yuki is a part of NTR fanatic in those days. Office Menace alert. You're past NTR phase, I guess. But no, but like I'm still like, I can tolerate NTR. I can still tolerate NTR, or rather like I have a built-in, like I can handle reading NTR for fairly well. And also, Teacher's Efforts doesn't have a lot of NTR. I just think it's kind of dull, low-key. Any Goonhwas close to the carry or nah? Well, you're gonna have to watch my future videos where I'll get into that. That is NTR to be fair, but I like it, but not the ending. Oh wait, are you talking about Office Menace Alert? I don't think there's any NTR there, is there? At least I don't think so. Any Goonhwas close to the carry though? Short answer is no. Long answer is not yet. But I think there are potentials. I think there are potential ones that can make it. All right. You should announce the Discord in the next YouTube video. Actually, yeah, sure, why not? The carry has a good story plus goated main character. Are you a new viewer, Random Aishan? Aishan? Just asking. Nah. Cause I think the carry is my favorite Goonhwa of all time. Or I've stated multiple times that it is. I don't understand why people cheat if you don't want this person break up or get a divorce, but no, they just have to cheat. Yeah, I'm not going to defend cheating because I think cheating is a terrible thing to do, but I'm just saying there are some instances where it's not that simple, or rather stories that are like there are stories where it's like the girl or the guy is constantly abused and are left in situations where they aren't allowed to leave the relationship even though there's nothing there. But again, not defending it, because I abhor cheating in real life. In real life, in stories, they're hot though. Yeah, random action. My sleep schedule is also fried. Yeah, Riri-chan gets it. In real life, though, that terrible shit. My dad is the anti-NTR. He had his wedding with my mom, right? And my mom's ex came in and like started making moves on her in the fucking marriage. Crazy, in the fucking wedding. Crazy, right? And like they kept talking and talking and talking. And then I remember my uncle like told him like, "Yo, go get your girl. Like, what are you just allowing her or allowing him to talk with her?" And the guy, and he said like, it's okay. Like, it's okay. I'm him. I'm him. She ain't gonna leave me. It's like the confidence was crazy. And it's true because my mom is like deadly in love with my dad. And I know people say this about their parents all the time, but I genuinely think like my parents are the perfect couple. They are literal soulmates. You know how I know this? Because what the fuck my mom doing? Just talking to a person. Like they're just talking. But like the guy was trying to hit on her but like she wasn't, obviously. Who the heck invites their ex to their wedding? Well, he could be a friend. I don't know. But okay, no, it's like honestly, this was a situation that I did not want to relive. But my parents made it apparent that they had sex. And it's so gross. Well, for me, obviously. But it's like, man, I know you guys do, but I don't want to see it. Please. Not see it. But I mean, like, I'd rather just not think about it, right? Yeah, my dad had no insecurity. He knows he was him. And like, I think he said along the lines of like, he can try all he wants. No. My mom came up to him and was like, "Why didn't you stop me from talking with my ex?" And then my dad told her like, "He can try all he wants. He knows you're mine anyway." I was like, damn, okay, god damn, all right, Chad. But for me, right, this is okay. This might be a bit personal, but I think it's fine. I was cleaning when my dad passed away. I had to clean up, because when they passed away, when people pass away, you gotta clean up their stuff, right? And this is so fucking annoying. This is so fucking annoying because like months or a few weeks, months before him passing away, I remember going to the room and I saw used condoms. Like the condom pack inside the trash bin. I saw that. I'm like, And then as I was cleaning up his place, cleaning up his side of my the parents' room, I remember opening one of the drawers and I see packs of condom. I'm like, god damn, bro! It's like, what the fuck? And what's crazy, this it's not only me that experienced this, because my sister, when I brought this up, my sister even came up to me and was like, "Oh, tell me about it." And I'm like, "Wait, what do you mean tell me about it? You mean you had this too?" Like, yeah, I remember going to the convenience store with him after going home from school. I was buying all that stuff, and as I was paying, our dad just like dropped a pack of condoms in front of the store clerk, like boom. And my sister got fucking flashbanged. He was like, Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, my dad was really against having another sibling. He saw two and was like, all right, that's enough. We don't need any more. Yeah, my dad's a Chad. My dad's a Chad for sure. There are more stories I'd like to talk about my dad and my mom, like the romantics and the comedies, the rom-coms of them. They had the literal rom-com. Like my dad literally married his best friend. I'd like to talk more about it, but let's leave it for another time. And maybe we can how did my dad raise my mom? Literally, that's one of the stories I want to talk about. But let's talk about it when or if my mom decides to come over for a stream, which we will see in the next few months. All right, I'm not making any promises, but let's see. Whether the mom raised the dad, I won't spoil, but we'll see. How old is my father? 50. Fairly young, but apparently the males in his side of the family die around that age. So I might die at 50 years old too, guys. So watch out. You guys won't be able to call me an unk, because I'll be dead by then. Forever not an unk. Say what are you, bro? Say what are you? No way your dad died so young. Yeah, but I think he was. I've come to the terms with it. I think he's lived a satisfied life. Like he accomplished literally everything that he needed to do, and a lot of the wants that he wanted to do. So I think he was satisfied with it. Still keeping up with someone's topper. Someone's toppers. Okay, I won't talk about it yet. All right, reverse virtue. My fucking god, we go off topic so much. Reverse virtue is good. I haven't caught up with it, but I've read a fair amount. I've read like 60 chapters, and I think it's good. It's pretty decent. Pretty decent. Love quests. Let's leave love quests here. Let's talk about love quests later. My Landlady Nuna, I'ma say haven't read, but this is crazy because I usually don't say this, but I kind of think my Landlady Nuna, this is gonna go. I know people are gonna go crazy, but I think my Landlady Nuna is kind of overglazed, not overrated, but I think it is overglazed. I feel like everywhere I go, in the comment section, they go, "Oh, Landlady Nuna is the peak. Landlady Nuna is the peak." Blah, 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 blah. And I'm not discarding that. I'm not like saying, you know, I'm not saying that it isn't peak, because again, I haven't read it in a while. I read Landlady Nuna years ago. I like to say maybe 4 years ago, and I read until chapter 80. I think. Can't tell. Around 80 chapters, and I dropped it because I started reading other things. But what's annoying about My Landlady Nuna, or like the fandom of My Landlady Nuna, not just because it's not just the overglazed, but Landlady Nuna bring a lot of tourists and LARPers of Goonhwas. Plot is good from what I remember, and I did love the character development of the main character, because I remember the main character started out as just the worst piece of shit ever, and then he became a person that actually cared for Hari and Nari. I think those are the name of the two main girls. But it brings in LARPers and casuals and Goonhwas, and I know I'm not trying to like. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous for me to like, gatekeep. But I hate this, like, these Instagram reels of like these guys who clearly don't read Goonhwas and be like, "Oh yeah, man, I read My Landlady Nuna. I'm just like you Gooners. I'm like so cool like you guys." Or I'm such a degenerate. Look at me. I read My Landlady Nuna, even though they read like 10 chapters. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Stop. Like, you're a LARPer. You're an actual LARPer. Go away. I can handle LARPers of Jujutsu Kaisen because it's kind of funny, and also because I don't care too much about Jujutsu Kaisen. But Gooner shit is my thing. All right. Gooner shit is my thing. So don't LARP in that shit, because that's a thing that I'm in. All right. That's a thing that I find that the serious shit. Come on. What's wrong with you? Yes, exactly. People LARP Goonhwa, which is like, why do you even do that in the first place? That's cringy. Why do you LARP Goonhwas? Like, who does that? That's to credit how big My Landlady Nuna is. So I gotta give credit for that. All right, My Landlady Nuna is so big that it's gone towards the normies, or it's reached the normies. But because of that, it brings in these casuals and tourists that go like, oh yeah, man, I read Gooner manhwas all the time. I'm such a Gooner. Look at me. I read My Landlady. I read My Landlady Nuna. Meanwhile, they don't even know any of the girls' names or some shit. Did they think it is attracted to girls for reading Goonhwas? Wow. Yeah, that's a thing too. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I brag about I don't even brag about how much I'm a gooner or whatever, right? I do it because it's my job. Like, and I'm willing to say that it's a fucking blessing that my job is to make this shit. Isn't it awesome? But so it's like, but like these people, I don't know. I'm going too far. You know, let's just move on. S-Study Group is ungoonable. I've talked about S-Study Group a lot, but I despise S-Study Group. It's garbage. I do not like it. I think it is terrible, very shallow, very nothing burger. I predicted everything that was gonna happen within the first 4 chapters. Just speaks for itself. Yeah, okay, fine. Job, pack it up, bro. Yeah, I know. I use the word job very loosey-goosey. This is just a hobby that makes me money and pays the bills. Performative goon LARPing. Literally, it's so weird. It's just so weird. It's so cringy. All right, Bad Thing in Diary I haven't read. Under Observation I also haven't read. That looks familiar though. Reading What Is Wrong with His Family while I'm watching this? You know ball. What is my favorite of all time? That's not how you do it. I've mentioned it many times. Fatal Lessons in the Pandemic, I didn't get to finish it, but I read a decent amount. I like to say I think I read up to the point where the twins got introduced. I'm gonna say it's good, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna say it's good. Why not? It's by the same author as I Became a Pronhwa NPC, and what I noticed is this author always does love triangles semi well. I mean, considering that I Became a Pronhwa, Fatal Lessons in the Pandemic, but all and Closest Neighbors, all 3 of these are very focused on the love triangle. I think it's fair to say that he knows what to do, because none of them have been terrible. The Goonhwa NPC one was funny as hell. Yeah, I agree. Is there an empty room? Is close to ungoonable. In fact, it is ungoonable. It's shit. It's garbage. It's garbage. I hate Is There an Empty Room. Is There an Empty Room? Loki has the same problem as Mommy Hunting in Another World, where all the girls are so nothing burgers and so uninteresting that I do not care. It tries to, because at least Mommy Hunting in Another World, they know it's like, okay, you don't care about, like, I'm not going to put in personalities or make these girls actually interesting. You're just here to goon. But is there an empty room tries to parade itself like, oh, look, guys, I tried to make a story. Look, these characters are trying. No, they fucking aren't. No, they fucking aren't. The main character is also one of the worst main characters I've ever seen. Not because he's like scummy or anything like that. His actions just don't make no sense. It don't make sense. I remember so he basically has like he's physically involved with 5 girls, but one of the girls is getting hint, or like one of the girls is looking like she's about to get involved with another guy, and he crashes out. It's like, bro, you have no right to talk. What are you talking about? You are literally cheating on her with 4 other girls. Like, and I say cheating because this is the one girl that he wants to actually pursue a romantic interest in, a romantic relationship in. Yet, he still wants, like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. What? So I'm gonna just put it as ungoonable. All right, next up we're gonna talk about circles, which I've talked about last time, and I remember everyone went crazy because everyone expect for me to put it in goated or put it in elite, but unfortunately for you guys, I'm gonna put circles in good. It's not great. Nope, it's good. It's a 7 out of 10 manhwa. I'ma just wait until you guys let yourselves go and put out the rage in the chat. It's all right. I'm gonna take it because I know everyone who every time I talk about this, people go crazy. Yeah, Riri-chan. Okay, wait. I'm just wait. Still enjoyed a lot, but I get why it's a 7. Riri-chan has the best. Riri-chan said it best. It is a performative Goonhwa. And back when I last talked about it in my Goonhwa waifu videos, I talked about circles as a whole briefly. And back then, there was no word. Nobody said performative yet. It wasn't like a term that people said yet. But performative is the best way to describe it, because the author tries too hard to pander to the audience that it ended up making the story pretty mid. Pretty mid. For example, one of the girls, one of the girls, which is the blonde one, has too many fucking scenes. I'm saying the same shit over and over. I've said it in the Goonhwa waifu videos, but I'm gonna say it again. That one character, that one female character, is so overused that it dragged the entire manhwa down. Because you have 6 to 7 girls to focus on, but the author saw how everyone is like, because when the blonde girl came into the plot, everyone fell in love with her. All right, fair enough. And the author saw, oh, this blonde girl is the fan favorite, and because of that, he or she was like, all right, I'm gonna just make her get the most scenes. But brother in Christ, you still have 3 other girls that you haven't touched, and it's like 100, and you're already 150 chapters in, and the main girl, the purple girl, by the way, after 200 chapters, still hasn't gotten an action scene. And if you guys don't know, the purple girl was the literal poster. Are you sick? Son, 200 chapters and she still hasn't gotten any focus. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. In the after credit, and people say, oh, then you just should continue reading after 200 chapters. No, I'm never gonna continue Circles ever. All right, because after 200 chapters, after 200 chapters, even though it was a decent read, and before the whole overglaze of the blonde girl, there were actually really good stories, like this girl and the purple girl's relationship, like the repairment of that, and also the brown hair girl with the red hair girl or maroon hair girl. I liked it too. And also but then the main character went from an interesting main character to just like he just ends up doing absolutely nothing but just rizzing up the girls. But it didn't feel as earned as when it first started out, because at that point he didn't really have to do much. The girls were just throwing themselves at him. And also, I'm going back to why I'm never gonna read it, because after I read 200 chapters, I already felt like something was wrong. I was like, wait, why is it ending now? I feel like there's still a lot to cover. Who is he gonna choose? And it started like my heart was starting to open up a void. I'm like, no, they're not gonna do that, are they? No way. This is the worst thing that they could ever do, and they ended up doing it. You know what it is? Multiple fucking endings. I cannot stress enough how much I hate that shit. Multiple endings is the bane of my existence. I hate it. That is the definition of a performative manhwa/manga or story. That just shows that you as an author can't make up your mind or have no backbone. Because what do you fucking mean? Like, choose your girl and stick with it. Choose your ending and stick with it. Why make these elaborate fucking multiple endings? Like, oh, if you don't like the ending that I made, then just choose this one or choose this one. No, sir. Fuck off. Say what you like. Say what you like about quintessential quintuplets and how much everyone hated that. But at the very least, the author sticks to his guns. I can respect that. But to make multiple endings just shows how you're basically a fence sitter, to be honest. He looks like he's gonna throw hands. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Because Circles, for the longest time, has been the manhwa that everybody couldn't shut up to me about. Everyone kept telling me in the comments, oh, you need to read Circles. Circles is peak. Circles is peak. Circles is like a masterpiece. And I remember I made this video about That's Not How You Do It. And how like it is my favorite manhwa of all time, or favorite Goonhwa manhwa of all time. And like I made valid points. I made like a 25-minute video of it, which is available on Patreon now, or will be available on Patreon. Sorry. I made that video, and I remember like these Circles fucking fanatics still came in and just ruined the vibe, being like, oh yeah, it's good, but it's not as good as Circles. So at that point I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go and read it, because you're already insulting the manhwa that I love, which is, okay, I'm just going to say this is terrible. All right, don't do that shit. If you want to get someone to read what you want, don't start by insulting what they actually like, because you're gonna put me in a situation where I want to prove you wrong. So in the back of my head, in the back of my mind, as I read Circles, I'm like, I have this like subconscious feeling. It's like, yeah, but it's not as good as my favorite. It's not as good as the carry, which isn't fair. Like I want to, like I have to read it for its own thing. Like I don't want to read it with the intention of, comparing it with my favorite. That isn't fair. That's why it's like when someone said I remember Chainsaw Man was also particularly hard for me to get into, because I remember like enjoying Jujutsu Kaisen and like my friend going, Jujutsu Kaisen is trash, go and watch Chainsaw Man. I'm like, okay, now that you say that, I don't want to, even though I know Chainsaw Man is good. Literally got introduced to the fandom before the series. It's so annoying. And yeah, Wakamo, literally, and even biases aside, Circles really isn't that. Circles really isn't that. Objectively speaking, Circles is super overrated. Super overrated. At least now, it's My Landlady Nuda, and I think, like, My Landlady Nuda is the one that deserves. Like, if I had to choose between My Landlady Nuda and Circles as the overrated or overglazed one, I would rather. I prefer it for it to be My Landlady Nuda, because there were actually some really good character writings there. Yeah. All right, let's finish the ranking. I'm sorry, I'm going too hard. It's 1:45. I need to finish it. And also, no, but don't worry. I'm going to continue this tier list in another stream. So no worries about that. All right, Love Quest. I've read 10 chapters and so far I am really enjoying it. Love Quest is basically the best parts about Circles and just focused on it. Because what I liked about Circles were these natural charismatic moments between characters. And I feel like Love Quest focuses on that a lot more, where it's like, oh, it's the main girl and the main character is getting together and it's cute. I like it. And it takes time, but it doesn't feel like it's like milking or dragging it. I just really enjoy it so far. I haven't caught up, but from the 10 chapters I have read, it's good. I like it. Trapped in the Academy's Eroge, I've tried it multiple times. I just couldn't get into it. So I'm gonna just say it's bad, unfortunately. I know the story is probably good, but I can't get into it. I've already rated You Watch Stuff Like That, so you guys can just watch my video on it. It's good. Could have been great. But it's good. Actually, I enjoy it more than Circles. Born in okay, well, we maybe put in good. No, we'll put in good. Bad Thing in Diary is good. I haven't read it. World Tree getting access is so sad. Yeah, because Eat the World Tree was goated for a long time. I mean, look at this art. This is from the same artist as Eat the World Tree, I think. Yeah, but then it got axed, which is very unfortunate. And that ending left me in tears. But it's bad, but it's not enough to. Okay. If I just pretend like it didn't end, or if I just pretend like the ending was like the ending of a season, I can still put it as elite, to be honest, because the ending didn't ruin anything. It just left at a moment where it's like at a cap, where they're like, okay, if you want to continue reading the story, then just read the light novel. All right, I need to get that guy out of here. I started to read things like this when I was in 5th or 6th grade. Am I weird for that? Nah. You're a man of culture. Learning the hard way is good. It's fair. It's decent. It's alright. Okay, now that I think about it, maybe teacher's effort is good too. Because I think learning the hard way and teacher's efforts are low-key in the same category. Low-key. Yeah, Cabbage was dropping like he was spamming like political Indonesian political stances, and I had to get rid of that. Like, bro, we're not doing political shit. I mean, technically, I guess you can argue that this is political, but no. What about Academy Eroge? Here, I put it as bad. Okay, maybe not bad. I haven't given it a fair chance. Maybe I'll give it another read some other time. I already tried it twice though, but we'll see. Love Limit exceeded. Perfect Daily Life has to be great, at the very least great. I haven't read season 2. I also haven't read season 3, but season 1 is iconic. So because of that, I have to at least give it a grade. Yeah, literally, Riri-chan. We both know our countries are corrupt. Engineering Beauties is the very definition of like good. It's the most 7 out of 10 manhwa out of everything here. If you're giving it 2 chances, then it can't be helped. I don't know. I'm a different person now compared to when I started it twice. Oh no. Oh man, I have kind of a lot to say in Don't Tell My Mom. Spoiler alert, it isn't in my top 10 at all. It's actually more in good. The comedy, okay, which is kind of crazy because Don't Tell Mom is like, you guys can say like, oh, it's MILF Haven, so you should love it. But no, I think there are a lot of problems with it that is very disappointing to me. It's very disappointing to me. Like, for example, the comedy doesn't work a lot of the times, but the comedy is a huge part of it. So unfortunately, it just ended up. So unfortunately, this manhwa ended up just being unfunny and not being a good time most of the time, or like when it goes in comedy. And while the MILF is goated, the teacher is not in that category. The teacher MILF is not in that category. And I feel like it's a little bit too carefree. I think that's the best word to say it. It's too carefree for my liking. Like, the main character does shit that should get repercussions, but they just don't get that. Characters would be doing the absolute most that would definitely deserve punishments, but they just don't get it. They just never. 9 minutes to El Clasico. Oh, don't worry. I'll end it by then. Like, there was this scene where like the main character has an action scene with the aunt, or sorry, not the aunt, the teacher, right? The teacher MILF in the college campus, and he did it in a secret setting. Woo, hidden, woo, taboo, wah, so spicy. But they ended up getting listened in to her boss, right? And her boss is like this person who tries to get in her pants. And also, he is also in a position of power, and he's known to be petty. And he walked in, or rather he heard the entire action scene. And during that entire action scene, she talked mad shit about the about the boss. Now what happens out of that? The boss just cries. What? Well, what? What do you mean? What do you mean you just cry? I'm glad that you did, but like, that's too carefree. In any other show, the petty boss that just heard you doing all of that would use that as blackmail, and it would create conflict. Again, I wouldn't want that, obviously, but I'm just saying, if you don't want that to happen, then why even make him watch it in the first place, or have the material in the first place? It's stupid. And they use it as like this comedy thing, but it's not funny. So yeah, that's how I feel about Don't Tell Mom, which is very, very disappointing, because the character designs of the mommies are peak, but it isn't. All right, see you later, Richan. Okay, it's okay. I'm going to stop the stream in like 5 minutes, anyways. Good night. And also, I don't understand why you guys like have your own conversations in a chat. Like, why don't you just use the Discord? I don't get it. I don't know, but I'm not that much of a streamer. I just think it's weird, I guess. But whatever. I'm not your dad. Like, you know, like the whole like Dorian and Nixie and John and whatever. I mean, I personally find it cringe, but you guys can do whatever you want, I guess. I just think you guys can just use Discord. But all right, Brave New World. I kind of want to just leave this for another time, because if I talk about Brave New World, I would have to talk about it for hours on end, or around that much time. Because we don't want to leave your stream. That's cool, but I mean, like, then you can just watch the stream while talking in Discord. I don't know. I haven't done a lot of. I'm not used to streaming, so maybe this is just something that I haven't gotten used to. So yeah. Also, your streams are special. You are part of the conversation, and also our Goon corner, I guess. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Again, I just don't personally understand it, but I think I'll start understanding as the times go. Discord not working, or is it just you? I think it's just you. Too sleepy, but I gotta see the tier list be completed. Well, the tier list can't be completed. Like, there's still a lot of Goonhwa manhwas that haven't been added in. So I'm going, but so far that's how I feel. Brave New World, I'll talk about it some other time. But for now, this is how I feel of this stream's Goonhwa tier list so far. This is a pretty good stopping point for part 1. So we are going to leave this here. There are only 4 minutes left until El Clasico starts. You guys say something about watch parties. Is that okay? Part 2 next week? No, part 2, yeah, probably next week, to be honest. I don't know. Part 2 next week, but the next stream will be in the next 2 to 3 days. Either during this tier list or playing a game. Probably not the tier list, because my boy needs to have more time to finish it, I guess. Stream the El Clasico. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Ooh! Whoa! Yo! W! Guys, thank you guys so much for reaching 1,000 views in a stream. I don't think I've ever had that. Epic! Hell yeah, guys! Can we get W's in the chat? WWFC versus Power of Friendship FC. Man, Power of Friendship FC used to be our thing. That used to be a Real Madrid thing. Also, I wouldn't say Barcelona is friendship, Power of Friendship. I think that's more on PSG, to be honest. 100 Hitman, hey! 100 Hitman's in chat. What? You really late? Or maybe you've always been here and you were just at the background. Yeah, we get W's in chat. I think that's the first time I've ever said that. W's in chat. Wow. But yeah, W's in the chat. First time one of my stream gets 1,000 views. Hell yeah. Very, very big W's. Yeah, I gotta sleep now. It's like 3 a.m. All right. Hope you guys had a good time in this stream. I definitely did. So yeah, epic. Go have a good night. Good night, dude. MSN. Yeah, but MSN is not in Barcelona anymore, so what the fuck? What's up, Fresh W? You said Kiwi? W list. Alright, let me before we end it, I guess I should just show it off. Yeah, I think this is fine. yeah, we'll see. All right, y'all. Thank you very much for joining in. This was pretty fun. I hope we get to do this some other time as well. The concurrent viewers is crazy. Wow, look at this, dude. I've never had that. Epic. The power of gooning. All right. Either way, though, I'm gonna see you guys next time. Okay. You guys have a good one. Have a good sleep as well. Meanwhile, I think I'm going to cry because this El Clasico is definitely gonna be a fucking massacre. All right. See you guys later. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.